Hello everyone. Thank you for joining us today here at McMaster Continuing Education. My name is Jesus Lopez Aguilera. I'm one of the information specialists here at McMaster Continuing Education. And information specialists are your first point of contact for any general questions or advice, assistance with selecting a program, courses, or help creating a study plan if needed. Before we begin, please note that this webinar is being recorded. The recording will be posted on our YouTube page if you need to rewatch it or share it with friends or family. I am joined today by my fellow information specialist, Carly, today. If you have any questions, please feel free to use the chat or the Q&A box, and Carly will be answering some questions throughout the presentation. And we will answer more questions that are more frequently asked or may provide answers to the group as a whole closer to the end of the webinar. The purpose of this webinar is to give a new prospective international students the opportunity to learn about what you can expect at McMaster Continuing Education as a student, and for you to ask any questions that you may have. The webinar will be useful for prospective students, new students, and current McMaster undergraduate students or alumni who are considering continuing their education at McMaster Continuing Education. So our agenda today will cover everything you need to know as a student. We'll talk about the benefits of being an international continuing education student at McMaster and provide current updates on studying during COVID-19. We will cover general eligibility requirements and information you need to know to plan your studies. Most of our programs are open enrollment, so they do not require a formal admission process, but we will explain the difference. Next, we'll walk you through the enrollment process and important next steps to make sure that you're prepared for your studies. Finally, we'll go through over resources and supports that are available to you to ensure that you are successful and rewarding experience at McMaster Continuing Education. For those who are looking for more detailed information on a specific program, we have program previews that highlight our programs. These are available to watch either on a program page of our website or our YouTube channel. So welcome to McMaster Continuing Education, the MC community. McMaster University Continuing Education has inspired people to discover and achieve through lifelong learning since 1931. We are located downtown Hamilton, Ontario, in Jackson Square. We are one of Canada's largest and leading providers of certificates, diplomas, and professional development programs and courses. Whether you want to upgrade in your current field or rescale or earn a professional designation or make a career change, we offer flexible, high quality online courses that will help you reach those specific goals. Did you hear the good news? Well, McMaster ranked number 14 worldwide, moving up in 3 positions globally in the Time Higher Education's 2021 Impact Rankings. More than 1,200 universities from 98 countries participated in the 2021 rankings, which recognizes universities' contribution towards achieving the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. We are very proud of our researchers, educators, students, and staff for their commitment and our tireless work to create healthier, safer, more sustainable, and brighter world. So let's talk about the benefits of continuing education courses. Students value the industry-specific expertise of our instructors and in-demand skills and knowledge to help them get ahead in their careers. We offer more than 200 diverse courses and workshops that blend both theoretical knowledge and practical application to help you expand your skill set and advance in your career. Many of our students are working professionals with families and other responsibilities, trying to advance with their careers while juggling other demands. To accommodate busy schedules, our online courses are flexible and are convenient to offer options to study on weeknights and weekends. Most programs have multiple start dates each year with online self-paced courses that allow you to do your course from home when it suits you and your schedule. Depending on the program, you could earn a credential as quick as 4 months or space it out through your courses and even take terms off if needed. So let's talk about COVID-19 information and updates. So McMaster University is deeply committed to supporting our community during the rapid changes taking place worldwide due to COVID-19. Most of our programs have been available entirely online long before COVID-19. For these programs, they will continue to operate in the same manner. Our online self-study courses are expertly designed to ensure a high quality learning experience that is authentic and accessible for all learners. For programs that traditionally were offered in person, please note that this will not be being offered at the moment during this spring 2021 term due to COVID-19. So many in-person courses are offered in a virtual classroom format or VC. Virtual classroom format provides students the opportunity to meet online with instructor and their peers to attend live classes and sessions during the scheduled class day and time listed on the schedule. This also means for international students studying from abroad that traditionally will not be able to take these courses, you can access these courses virtually. It's also important to note that virtual classroom courses are run at specific days and specific times, and they are in the Eastern Standard Time Zone, which for us is now just after 12 noon time. So your time zone may impact your ability to fit your virtual classes into your schedule. We will chat more about that shortly. Some information for international students who plan to come to Canada to study but were unable to enter the country due to COVID-19 travel restrictions. You can now complete your program online and remain eligible for post-graduation work permits. So please check with the IRCC for that. This new measure will apply to studies completed outside of Canada until December 31st, 2021, counting towards the length and eligibility of a postgraduate work permit in the future. So you can read more details about this news on Apply Board. We'll be dropping that link eventually in the chat later. So as an international student, you have unique situations, questions, and concerns relating to your continuing education journey. We are here to help. So formats, we offer 3 learning format options to accommodate your schedule and preferred learning style. So we have virtual classroom. So it's an online classroom environment. Classes are held on scheduled day and time each week. And it's a combination of real-time sessions and independent learning activities. The online format includes weekly readings, videos, discussions, boards, quizzes, group and individual assignments. There are weekly interactions with instructor and peers, but you don't need to log in at any specific time or day. There's also the online self-study. So you work through the materials at your own pace within an allotted time frame. Assignments due on specified days throughout the course duration, and there's no need to log in at any specific time or day. And just on a side note, you can also accelerate through these online self-study courses as well. Please note that all class times for synchronous classes and deadlines are based off on Eastern time, Eastern Standard Time. Right now is let's say 12:17. So that is something to consider depending on your time zone and your ability to attend synchronous classes or submit assignments for asynchronous classes. So if you're planning to register or have already registered for your first course, there are a few factors to consider as you create your study plan. We recommend that you spend some time reviewing the program-specific pages for guidance about program requirements, course selections, schedules and fees, instructors, and more. Current and past course outlines are available online and are a great way to see what topics are covered in the course, potential assignments, readings, etc. Course outlines may change between terms, but the documents provide a good overview of the course and its expectations. So reviewing the course outline will help you plan your time, and you can see how to complete course activities such as readings, studying for quizzes, tests, and completing projects and assignments. So scheduling an additional 3 to 6 hours per week in addition to the specified class time and content hours is a good estimate to plan your availability. Next, you want to consider your availability in terms of having adequate time to devote to your studies. Some considerations are you currently employed full-time or part-time? Do you have children, family, or a busy lifestyle outside of work? How many hours do you have available each week to commit to your studies? And how quickly do you want to complete or need to complete your studies? If you are working full-time, we generally do not recommend that you take more than 1 to 2 courses at a time. For some international students, you're probably looking more for a full-time course load. So if you have never taken any post-secondary courses previously or new to the online learning, since you've been attending school, then we suggest courses, a course load that you can handle alongside your responsibilities. Now, I did mention the full-time course load for international students, especially for maintaining your study permit, or even if you're looking at the postgraduate work permit, you can always add more courses to your schedule as you go. If you are working part-time as well, you can consider taking, I will say 3 courses, because 3 courses is a full-time course load, but 2 to 3 courses per term. Finally, if you're not working at all and have full-time availability, which most international students will have, you could take 3 to 5 courses per term, and that is a full-time course load. So information specialists are happy to discuss your specific situation with you and provide you further guidance. So you can definitely use our website on the contact us page, and we'll help you with those questions and figure out your schedule, how many courses you need in order to carry a full-time course load or part-time course load, etc. So registering for our courses is actually quick and easy. So most of our programs are open enrollment, as previously mentioned. This means that there is no formal application or admissions process. You simply review any specific program prerequisites on the program page, and if you meet these requirements, you can just go and register online. You do not need to submit any documents. There are a few programs that we offer, such as health informatics, nursing concepts in continence care, professional addiction studies. These programs do require an application. For these programs, there are specific admission requirements, and an online application is required. You can visit the specific program page on our website to view the admission requirements and a list of documents that you will need to submit. For these programs, you will apply, wait for acceptance, and then you will enroll once you're accepted into those programs. But the main registration criteria for a majority of the McMaster Continuing Education programs include, you can see there on your screen, is that you must have an Ontario secondary school diploma or equivalent. You could also be a mature student. So that means someone who's over the age of 18, who has not attended secondary school or college on a full-time basis for at least 2 years or never attended university. You can also be deemed an exceptional case. This is done through program managers and admission staff. And also, please ensure that you meet the McMaster's English language proficiency requirements. If English is not your first language, you can refer to the continuing education page for more information. You will see that there are exceptions for this policy. For example, if you lived in an English-speaking country for more than 4 years, then you don't need to provide one. So registration. So I want to take you to the website and I'll walk you through the registration process. So to register for a course, we have courses scheduled for 3 terms per year. So you're looking at the fall, the winter, and the spring summer. The spring summer runs from May to August. So we do stagger some of our courses start dates. So you may end up taking courses that start in the middle of a term. So for example, it may start in the middle of August, July, I say, and then it could even run into the fall term. So before you register, just take a look at the schedules and fees page and for your program of choice and confirm your availability and dates before you register. So if there are any changes made to a course once you are registered, which is a rare occurrence, you will receive a notification by email in case there are any changes with your courses. So here we have business administration. So I'm currently in the schedules and fees page. And you have the spring term right here. So let's say you wanted to register for 3 courses. Let's say you need 3 courses because you are an international student who needs to maintain a full-time course load. So for the spring term, you may want to start with 3 courses. So and so you see this virtual classroom, you're welcome to combine virtual classroom, which has this light blue right here, and the online formats are this dark gray. So we don't, so you can still combine any of those in case they're clashing between 2 of them, right? So you want to make sure that your schedule is all spread out as well and you don't have any clashing classes. So to enroll, pretty straightforward. So you will just go click enroll now. And it will take us to the next page where we'll do a course search. So you'll click, I was business administration. I'm looking to complete the business administration diploma. So I click go. I will leave the rest blank. It will just make it easier to search. So we have the spring terms courses here. So I want to do business foundations in virtual classroom. So I'll select virtual classroom. You can see the schedule here and the start dates when it runs. So it runs on Wednesdays. So I will select that. I want to be a full-time student, so I want a full-time course load. So I'm going to go back to the return to the search page and I'm going to select business communication. But I want to take this one online. I don't want to do this one virtual classroom. So I will select the online format for this one. And then I need one more course. So I'm going to go back to the return search page. And I'm going to take Introduction to Marketing. I will do this one in virtual classroom. Make sure that it doesn't clash with my other course. Let's see. It will definitely clash with my other course because it's on Wednesdays as well. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to do it online then because it will clash with my other course. So I'll select online. Perfect. I have my 3 courses here. I'll go to checkout, and then most likely you are a new student, so you want to select new to McMaster. You're never taking any courses at McMaster Continuing Education, or even a McMaster in general, so you continue there. And I would recommend just filling anything with a star, and then you can just continue. After that, everything is straightforward. You should be good to go. Perfect. So that was the registration process. So let's talk about budgeting. So let's do that. Perfect. So when it comes to budgeting, course fees are paid at the point of registration. So I can show you how to access all that. So at the end, you will be asked to make payment for the courses that I have selected. So I will be paying for those 3 courses I have selected. And then the next term, I will select my other set of courses and just pay for those courses. And it's kind of like a pay-as-you-go kind of system. So you only pay for the courses you register for, you don't pay for the full program. All fees are posted on the program web pages. So the course fees include tuition fee and the McMaster Association part-time student fee for academic credit courses only. So an academic course will be, for example, the business administration courses or all academic courses. You will want to keep a budget in mind as you plan your studies, and as you could, this could determine how many courses you may register in a term as well. Also, did you know that course fees for domestic and international students actually are the same? So overall, there are a few options for international students can explore if they need financial assistance. So for example, if you're working and in a company back home, many employers do offer assistance for programs. So maybe your employer may cover some professional development or career advancements. So you may want to ask your HR department or your manager, your company offers anything like along those lines. Also, the Association of Part-Time Students, so this is only if you maintain a part-time course load. They offer a bursary, so a number bursary if you have any financial needs. So students must pay up front and then apply for the bursary. They can do this through the Mosaic system, through the Student Center during the time frame indicated on the bursary information page. You can see the link there on your screen. If you're selected for the bursary, then the funds will be applied to your student account. It's something that you can apply for each term if you're taking 2 courses or less per term. Applications are only open for a short period and a few weeks prior to the new term. So it is important that you visit the link on your screen, and it will be dropped as well on the chat if you're interested in this option. But again, this is only for part-time students, so 2 courses or less. There's also bank loans. So many banks offer student loans or line of credits with attractive interest rates. So you may only be required to pay interest after completion of your program. So you may want to look into student bank loans as well. And if you need a letter to provide to the bank, we'll be more than happy to issue one as well. It is important to note that the fees for academic credit courses are eligible for a tax credit on your income tax return. So tax certificates are issued in February for the previous calendar year. So fees for non-credit professional development courses, those are not eligible. So they must be academic courses. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out. We can assist you on our website, on our chat, or reach via our contact us page. So we're gonna move on to the next, and I will talk a little bit about Mosaic. So Mosaic is our administrative information system. This is where you'll see alerts from university, and this is where you access your payment information, your final grades, and more. So Mosaic, for example, if you need a letter for a course that you completed, you can also request it through there. If you want to look at your course history, you can check it there. If you need to change your address, your email, you can also do it there. So it's pretty much anything administrative that you need to do. It will be done through the Mosaic system. And then there's also Avenue to Learn. What Avenue to Learn is McMaster's learning management system for online and virtual courses. So this system you'll actually use more on a regular basis during your studies, because this is where all your course content will be housed. So all of your courses will be posted there. Some other programs may use other sources to deliver your course. So for example, they may include WebEx or Zoom for live sessions if applicable, and Microsoft's 365, which allows you to use the chat messaging system called Teams. You will be provided instructions for these systems if needed when your course begins. So let's talk about online learning tips and myths. So I want to take a minute to discuss a few online learning strategies to help you set you up for success during your online studies. So online learning tips. So as you can see, you want to navigate through Avenue to Learn and explore the ins and outs of the system. If you have any questions, you're always encouraged to reach out for support. You can also review and get familiarized with the course outline and the schedule to better understand what the course entails and take notes of the deadlines. You can give some thought of how you will manage your time in the way that works best for you. So whether you are, maybe you will get a part-time job, if you are outside of Canada and you work full-time and have a family priorities or other life commitments, so you may want to block off some time in your weekly schedule to complete the required coursework and attend the virtual classroom meetings as well. We also encourage you to set up a dedicated study space. It's important to have a comfortable physical space to study. With any professional setting, there are online etiquettes, best practices for interacting with your students and your classmates and instructors. So please ensure that you're always being respectful and engaging with others at McMaster Continuing Education. So online learning myths. So let's debunk some of the common myths. I will discuss them further. So I will not have any support online. I am one of the team of information specialists here at McMaster Continuing Education. We are the first in line of support to the student and the community. So if you have any questions, we have an answer. Our goal is to help you succeed. So every program has a program manager. There's program associates. They're instructors. They're here to field your questions and get you on track to graduation. Second is the quality of online courses is not the same as in-person courses. Before COVID-19, 80% of our programs were already offered online. So the transition to our in-person courses was made easy by the foundation that we had set. So we have an instructional design team that creates and rigorously tests all of our courses to ensure that we continue to provide the best in-class education while accommodating your learning needs. The other myth is I will not have a chance to network with my peers. And between our courses with virtual classroom settings, discussions, and chat functions, you're able to connect with your instructors and your fellow students with ease as well. So let's move on. So once your courses begin, your first point of contact for assistance and for your course will be your instructor. So they can be reached through Avenue to Learn. So if you're having difficulty with your MacID login, please visit our MacID help page. And you can click Current Students tab on our website, and you can see some links there on your screen right now. Our university technology services will be happy to assist you with resolving any technical issues, and especially with your MacID. If you do not see your courses on the start date of or maybe a few days before on Avenue to Learn, please contact the information specialist at, at Continuing Education, and we'll ensure to um, make sure that the program adds you to the course in case you're not registered or there was a glitch in the system. So we'll make sure that everything runs smoothly. So if you're experiencing, let's say, other types of technical difficulties with Avenue to Learn, you can also contact, you have the contact information for Avenue to Learn support desk and on the Avenue to Learn login page. So if you have any other concerns, for any other questions or assistance, please feel free to contact the Continuing Education Information Specialist team. We are happy to be your first point of contact and provide you with direct assistance and direct you with the most appropriate staff member or even department. If you have questions, please use the contact us page that you can see right now on your screen, and you can send us more questions there. Thank you for joining us today.